Alright, so we're looking at breach of contract and remedies now. Well, certainly you'll have damages designed to compensate a party for harm suffered as a result of another's wrongful act. So you have damages as a result of this breach of contract. You have several types. You have compensatory damages, which are designed to compensate the non-breaching party for the loss of the bargain. Right? So compensatory is to compensate you. Consequential damages, on the other hand, are as a consequence of the action, this is my damage. So this is special damages flow from the consequences or result of the breach. Loss of income, that sort of thing. Punitive damages. This is the McDonald's case. 1 day's worth of coffee. These are designed to punish the breaching party. And nominal damages are recognized wrongdoing when no money loss is shown. The longer you know me or listen to me, you'll find out that I like to make nominal bets. Meaning, I bet you $1 the Braves win tonight. That sort of thing. Okay? It's just for bragging rights. There's no real harm here. It's just to show, hey, you won, I won, whatever. That's nominal. Mitigation of damages. Folks, when you are when the other party's in breach, you have a duty to mitigate your damages. This is, you are held to mitigate, i.e. reduce the damages that you have. Alright, so we had, I think it was He-Man and the Cute Fuzzy Bunny. They entered into a contract for the purchase and sale of widgets. Alright, they agreed to rescind. Well, let's change that a little bit. Let's say Cute and Fuzzy Bunny wasn't able to sell those widgets to He-Man. Well, He-Man's harmed now, right? Well, he has a duty to mitigate, meaning he needs to go out on the open market and actually try to find new widgets to purchase on the open market so that he mitigates his damages. Cute and Fuzzy Bunny, on the other hand, is going to be liable for the difference in the market price and the contract price. All right, liquidated damages provision. Specify that a certain dollar amount is to be paid in the event of future default or breach of contract. All right, you'll see a liquidated damages provision in most contracts. And this is basically whenever the parties don't know what their damages are going to be. They just put a dollar amount on it. But keep in mind, they may not be used to punish the breaching party. All right, rescission and restitution. This is returning goods, property, or funds previously conveyed, but it's not limited to rescission cases. Specific performance is another good one. Calls for the performance of the contract as promised. This typically happens when goods are unique. You specifically want the person to perform. You'll see it in the sale of land, but keep in mind that contracts for the purchase and sale of land generally allow liquidated damages so that you can cancel the contract and make it so that everybody agrees to rescind it. Personal service contracts. Courts normally refuse to grant specific performance of personal service contracts because to order a party to perform personal service contracts against his or her will amounts to a type of involuntary servitude. So if you were to hire me to paint your portrait, which I don't think you would want to do, but you wouldn't be able to, if I didn't do it, and you would not be able to sue me for specific performance because that's like involuntary servitude, but you would be entitled to money damages. Alright, reformation. You are going to reform the contract. This is another equitable remedy, meaning it's fair, used when the parties have imperfectly expressed their agreement in writing. All right, when fraud or mutual mistake is present, a court can reform the contract so that it conforms to the party's intent. Oral contracts and covenants not to compete. This is also kind of funny. Correct terms are admissible in an oral contract, thereby reforming the contract. In covenants not to compete, the courts will reform the restraints by making them reasonable and will reform the entire contract. All right, election of remedies. What are we going to do? We have all these different remedies. How are we going to decide what to do? Well, believe it or not, the party, the non-breaching party, can choose which remedy to pursue. All right. The purpose of the doctrine is, though, to prevent double recovery. Certainly, specific performance and your money back would not be appropriate because it'd be like double billing. And then we finally have waiver. You can always waive your rights, and that's knowing relinquishment of a legal right, meaning that you have waived your right to sue. And you might see that whenever you are dealing with an insurance company. you agree to settle the matter, you waive your right to sue that insurance company for additional damages in consideration for the settlement that they've given you. Okay?